You know, I didn't start playing basketball until I was a little bit older. My mom always stressed going to school when I was a little kid, so sports kind of came second. It wasn't until I started getting a little bit too tall, and then I started getting into basketball, and you know, it kind of just grew on me. It's something that I love to do, love to play every day, and it's really become my life now, and you know, I'm grateful for that. Yeah, Jay Murphy, you know, I went to his big man camp. I actually almost didn't get in. Last minute I got into his camp, and I thought it was the coolest thing that he was 7 foot, and he played in, you know, in the NBA for a couple of years, and obviously in Italy, and you know, it was kind of happenstance, and I ended up going to school with his sons, and you know, that's really the start of my basketball career, my basketball story. Originally, I really wanted to stay closer to home. You know, going to college, I have a huge family, and you know, I love to be around them. I went out to Arizona, and I just really fell in love with the people, with the place. It's just beautiful, and you know, it's a place where I figured I could have a great, happy 4 years of my life, and you know, I'm really grateful that that's the choice that I made, because you know, I really ended up having a great time there. I am the winningest player at Arizona in school history, which is it's a great accolade, a great accomplishment. But you know, I really owe that to my teammates. I couldn't have done it without them. You know, we've had tremendous basketball players go through the program. Guys like Stanley Johnson, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Nick Johnson. You know, just a ton of great T.J. McConnell, just guys that are in the NBA and playing really well now. And you know, I really owe it all to them. When I had this opportunity, kind of came out of nowhere, and you know, I was in the middle of my season in Oklahoma City, and you know, when I heard you know, EA7 Emporio Armani called me, and you know, I had an opportunity to play for this program. It was kind of a treat for me. I heard a lot of stories from Joseph Blair when he was coaching me in Arizona, and you know, him and I became really close friends, and you know, he was the first person I called, and you know, he really recommended it, and you know, I'm grateful to have him a part of my life and kind of be my mentor. It was kind of intimidating going into camp playing against a guy, you know, Russell Westbrook. He's someone that everyone looks up to, and to kind of see him in person and play against him, you know, it was definitely intimidating. He kind of has that presence when he's out there on the court. You know, I felt like I learned a lot of things. My first time actually out of the country was with the Thunder in preseason. We went to Spain. We played Barcelona and Madrid. So that was my first kind of taste of European basketball. And you know, I'm really grateful for that opportunity and play with such a great player like Russ. I sort of just looked at this as a great opportunity for me to kind of you know, spread my knowledge and spread my understanding of the world. Get to see different places, get to learn different aspects of basketball, and it's all something that you know, I can kind of put into my bank and get better as a player and as a person. So that's really why I chose to come over here. On the basketball court, I really just try to play hard, be physical, play defense. Protect the rim, dunk the ball. I know I love dunking the ball. That's my favorite thing. Just really do everything that a team needs me to do to win.